You're right, folks, and welcome to another episode of Stars of Tomorrow, an FM24 series where we look at young talent on Football Manager and we see how they get on the course of their careers before you guys make that big decision to buy them in your save. So hit the like button down below if you're excited for this video, and let's get into it. Today's player on the screen right now is Desire Doue. This is the first time in a while I think I've actually got the name correctly, or close to being correct, as opposed to getting completely wrong. Young 18-year-old midfielder who's at Rennes right now. Linked with United and a host of other clubs as well. I think he may well get a move this summer. I don't know where he's going to go, obviously, but I think he will get a move this summer very soon. After the Euros, of course, and all that kind of stuff. 18 years old on the game at the start. He has a max potential rating of 180, which I've set it to that to try and make sure he at least has a chance to get to that max potential rating. Now, the downside to this guy is that he's got a new contract already signed. So you can't sign him in the first season. But obviously we'll look at this contract and see if anything changed with the clauses and all that kind of stuff. So what I've done is I've taken over Rennes to get a coaching report on him. So right now in this scenario, because of the high potential we've set him at, he's got 2.5-star current ability, 4-star maybe 5-star potential. The main attributes that stand out to me are basically good attitude, good balance and agility, and can play in a couple of positions naturally. So they're the ones that stand out. Obviously, these kind of things here down the bottom can be increased and improved later on. So development, as you can see here, he can play midfield central, attacking midfielder. He's got a reasonable left foot and a very strong right foot. Uses outside of the early trait he's got is uses outside of the foot. Maybe left wing as well, but looking at the stats here, he could do that. He could do that. He's right-footed as well, but I think he's more a central player. But we'll see how these stats develop. Looking at the stats here, I think he's one of those players you can clearly see which ones we're going to look at, which are the dribbling 15, first 15, passing 14, and technique 14. They're the ones that are going to be the ones that are probably going to be increased to the highest levels, which is fine. Well, I've seen players like this before, and then a really good mental attribute actually for a 18-year-old. 15 plus on determination, flair, but also 14 on vision and work rate as well. So pretty good return there on his mental attributes, and his physical attributes obviously are pretty good as well. Good agility as we already know, and obviously the pace and acceleration and stamina will obviously increase as well, and they'll all increase to be fair to some degree as the review goes on. So straight away, I think definitely a playmaker with a technique, but maybe more advanced with that dribbling. I would like to see him utilize that. But maybe Mazzalo on attack could be a cool one to use. Obviously, that finish is a bit low, but you can work on that. Everything else is pretty much okay to work in there. Attacking midfielder role, I think you get him attacking midfielder attack. Again, I think you utilize the dribbling skill and maybe try and get a penalty. With that pace he'll have and agility, he can probably get past people quite easily, and then get into final third. And technique is good. Promotion not bad either for 18 years old, and just get that finish a bit higher. I think you're golden. Right, first jump. Let's see how he goes next in the first 4 years. Okay, guys, he's 22 years old. He's still at Rennes. Only thing that's really increased is agility to 16. Everything else is basically stayed the same. These are the stats are going to be looking at again. The four that I highlighted there for the advanced playmaker role. Development looks like this. He's got try curveballs often. Use that side of the foot. Same player traits other than the next one for curveballs. Same reasonable left foot and very strong right foot. Contract information here. There is no release clause in his contract. Sometimes they might put that in there. How is his injury record looking? Injury record looks okay. It's not too bad. Again, though, how much has he been played in the early years? He's been in and out of the team. Got first real sample of first team football here. Well, down here, really, isn't it, really? But then in this review, 12 appearances there, 1 goal, 2 assists. Then out team a bit more there. Does she get a bit more football off the bench, 1 goal? His current ability is at 127, but I think he's not getting much first team football at the moment. But I think that will increase pretty soon. I think there's definitely a chance for that to go up pretty soon. I think he's an interesting player. I think he's limited what he can develop on, but the ones that he has got stats-wise, his technical abilities that are high are very good. The dribbling, first touch, passing and technique. Physically, he still needs to develop more. Mentally, stats still very good. Not injury-prone, but then again, not playing much first-team football will would be reason for that. But also, no release clause in his contract. At least not in this scenario so far. Maybe when he starts developing a bit more on the next jump, maybe hopefully we'll see that change. But we'll see. Listed for loan at the moment. I think he needs to get played first in football, either here or elsewhere. Let's see what happens. Okay, we're now seeing a bit more of him now. His current ability is at 152, so very not far off his potential highest rating. And again, you can see the main stats are dribbling 16, first shot 16, passing 15, technique 15, slow increases in like corners and marking and penalty taking. Again, good vision 16. Again, the physicality now improving a lot more as well. 26, we've got good strength, stamina, basically 15 plus on everything apart from jumping reach and balance. The player traits, we've now got cutting scythe on left wing. Again, like I said, he can play there. I don't think it's a problem. Actually, keep him there. He can play left wing. Inside foot, advanced playmaker, yeah, maybe. Because that dribbling is high. What do they reckon his best role is out there? Yeah, I think he's a playmaker in my opinion. Because that vision, definitely. But I think I'd want to utilise that dribbling ability if I possibly could. So I think, would I have a problem playing him on the left wing? No, he's got the pace for it, got the acceleration, got the agility, got the dribbling. But the trait he has of curveballs often would suggest to me you keep him in a more central area to play those balls into. Basically do it on here, isn't it? To play his balls into like the wingers and the strikers and what have you. But 2-footed reasonably, not fully 2-footed, but he's not far off, is it? Let's be honest. I think he's a really good player. Again, there's no release clause in his contract at all. Injury record is, looking at this, is okay. Now I'm assuming, yeah, he's got more 15 football. That's what's happened here. So 1 goal, that was the last one we saw. Then next year, 3 goals, 4 assists. Then 1 goal, 2 assists, made off the bench. This year, though, started more games, 5 goals, 3 assists, and 6 goals, 4 assists. Now, it's not a lot of goals and assists, but he tries curveballs often. So I think he's more of a creative player in this sense. Where they played him actually at the moment? Midfield central, yeah. So he's more a playmaker midfielder who can maybe play a Mazzala role, can make it forward with that dribbling ability, that technique, that passing, that vision indicates that, and that trait also lines up very nice with that as well. So definitely a playmaker, but don't be surprised if you put him in an attacking midfield role. He gets like 8 goals a season. He's doing. Can't talk. He's doing 6 goals from set mid. So you put him in an AMC role, close towards the goal. Yeah, definitely. That dribbling ability and that pace, he could definitely cause some problems. We've got interesting info from AC Milan. Wow, Aston Villa and Chelsea. I must say, Xerxes on the mind. That's where that came from. Aston Villa and Chelsea want him. Aston Villa more actively trying to get him. No release clause in his contract. So yeah, I think we'll see. I think it's a big moment for him now. Does he stay in League One or does he go to the Premier League or elsewhere? Let's find out. Alright folks, he stayed in League One at the moment. Anyway, we're going to do another jump. I think we've got a bit more to get out of this guy. So what's his current potential at the moment, or ability? 157. So this one is at 157. Now, I will say I've done like 2 attempts at this. I never quite got to the max potential. But I don't think you'll see much difference in this, honestly. So, again, look at the mental stats. They're very, very good. The technical stats are still the ones that we thought would be the highest ones, which are dribbling, first touch, passing, and technique. What is his current development? Still got the same player traits. Now playing left wing, like we said, he can play there, and he got 10 goals that season. He can play left wing, he definitely can. I'd work on that finishing if it were me, but it depends what role you're playing him as. If you're playing him in a role that's more of a playmaking role, then sure, maybe not so much. But I think, look at 10 goals with that finishing shows that it's not really that important, or clearly not in this league anyway. Interested in him now from Al Nassr, from the Saudi League. Injury record, again, I'm not overly concerned by this. I'm okay with that, actually. Career stats, so where we get to, right about here, wasn't it? So 6 goals, 4 assists. Then he got 3 goals, 8 assists. Then 11 goals, 9 assists. 6 goals, 5 assists. And 10 goals and 5. So, again, it'd be interesting to see where they played him in the years where he didn't get those goals. Those goals. Because left wing, he's played mainly this season. He's got 10 goals in it. So a very, very promising attacking player. Again, no release clause in his contract from them. Yeah, he's I think he's a player to get out of there quickly and developing yourself, honestly. 180 is not the guaranteed rating you get for him for his potential. I think it's like the 150, 180 range. Like I said, it manually to 180. But good physicals, good agility, good acceleration, and really good. And the key attributes are the dribbling, first touch, passing, and technique, which are easy to keep track of easily. So, again, you can always improve when things in long shots or his finishing if you want to do that. But I don't think you need to, really. And I think because of that crossing being like a 10, I would keep him more central. But that's my personal opinion. But, like I said, they've played left wing and they've got him to get 10 goals in the league on. So, you know what I mean? It's like, it is what it is. Maybe in a higher league, maybe it is worse. I don't know. It's an interesting player. He can play 3 positions, I think, which is really, really handy. Shame we got no transfer fee, though, which is disappointing. But we can't afford to transfer, unfortunately. Anyway, one more jump, guys. Let's see if he gets those. I think he might go to Saudi Arabia. But we'll see if he gets the goals. If he stays in Europe, what kind of goals and assists he gets. So he stayed actually in League One, which is surprising. I thought the money would be just so high on offer he'd go there. Injury record, again, I'm not too concerned about up here because obviously it's later in his career. So he stayed in League One. He got 6-5 that year. Then he got 10-5. Then the 3 years after that, he got 7-7, 8-12, and 6-7. So he gets like roughly double figures for goals and assists total per season. Obviously, there's no contract release clause in there. I think he's really, really good. What did he get to rating wise? He got to 169. Never quite got to 180, but we can extrapolate that he would still develop quite well. To be fair, I don't do it year by year, so he might have got to 180 briefly for like 1 or 2 seasons and then he dropped down. I can't, it's impossible to say. But this is basically very close to his potential rating. I think you'll see the same stats here. They'll be the highest ones, but they would get to like maybe a higher number. But obviously every save's different. Your save, let's say, have the guy at 180, and you're obviously training yourself and maybe get more out of him than the AI has. Where would I play him? Centrally, for me, because of the passing he has. But only reason why I say that is because I think I would have ideally best left wingers more natural in that position. I want him central with those clear passes, But if you were to say to me right now, you've got to play on left wing, I'd be okay with it. It wouldn't be terrible. But I think with the clear balls often, I think you'd have more options in the central area for those balls to like the wingers or the striker or in the cam if he's playing centre mid. And I think that would be just better. I think you see more out of him there. But left wing definitely an option. I don't think it'd be a problem. What would you give him rating out of 10? I give him a 7.5. No, let's give him a 7. I give him a 7. I don't think he's terrible, but I think there's more to come from it. I think it's 7. But the only reason I'm saying it's 7 because I don't know what the fee would be if he moved on somewhere. If it was a really low fee, that might go higher. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna go for. So guys, if you have enjoyed this video, I hope you have hit the like button down below and subscribe for more content from this channel. Daily FM content for your pleasure. If you've got a player you want me to feature, leave his name in the comment section down below and I'll get back to you with an update on when I'm going to record that video for you. And also on the screen here, there'll be links to my Bayern Munich series and the playlist for this series as well to check out all the other players that we reviewed on this channel. Until next time, thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.